Hi, it's Brenda, and I am going to get our beef jerky meat ready and marinated, and then I'll have to wait 48 hours before I can start cooking it. I will be cooking it in our air fryer for 3 hours on dehydrate. So let's get started. This is for me, it's a newer batter bowl. It's the large batter bowl, but you can see this is a nice big flat bottom, where the other ones, it wasn't quite as big and flat, but it'll be great for the marinade. I'm going to start, and I've doubled the recipe, and I might actually, because it calls for 14 ounces of lean beef, and we have over 3 pounds of the bottom round. But starting out, I'm going to talk about because we start with, and I've doubled the recipe, like I said, but I might have to do it twice. It calls for 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And here's our brown sugar, and it's a Pampered chef. And you just soak these, and it will keep your brown sugar soft. So I still have soft, and this has been in here a while. And to be honest, this was pretty hard the brown sugar was pretty hard when I put it in there. And I have both. You get 2 of the discs, and I have both of them in here, and it has softened it up. So definitely well worth it. And like I said, I'm gonna double it. So that was a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup, and then if you have seen my video on the difference between our measuring cups, you'll know why I use this one. Is up to the top flat is the 1/4 cup, and so anything like your sugars, you use that. Anything with liquid, you want to use something that so like the 1/4 cup is down here, so that you can actually make sure that you get your full 1/4 cup liquid and then be able to put it into your container. So that's why we have different kinds. So this is actually our easy read measuring cup, and this is the additional one. You get the set has 3 bigger ones, but you can get this little one, and it's perfect for this because it is a 1/4 cup. And I don't have to do my aerobics because the easy read means you can look from the top and measure your liquids, and you don't have to get down and do your squats. So now this is 1/8 of a cup of rice wine vinegar. And we've kind of played with this recipe, and we've come back to the recipe that you get with your air fryer. So like I said, we've messed with it, but they know best. And forgot my salt. Teaspoon of salt. Let me go grab it. I also grabbed the smallest of our adjustable measuring spoons. Perfect reason to use this, because we want a teaspoon of salt. Okay. We want a 1/2 teaspoon. So this is the adjustable. I can just move this. It was at a teaspoon. You see that? I'm gonna move it to a 1/2 teaspoon. And do our garlic powder and garlic salt. And a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So I could have gotten 3 measuring spoons dirty. I got 1. So that's one of the reasons. And I only had to go grab 1. I didn't have to go grab 3 of them. And I measured all of my spices. Is that it? Yep, that's it. That's all that's in there. And I'm going to stir it up. Get all that salt or all that powder dissolved in there. And then I'm going to literally cut this open, and I'm going to dip them because we're end up getting, I'm going to put it into one of my Tupperwares, but I'm going to end up stacking it. So this way, each layer is going to have some of the marinade on it. And I just turned this off. I'm going to rearrange. And this is going to take me probably a good day to do all of this. I do have 3 of the trays for my air fryer. You get 2 with the air fryer, and you can buy a 3rd one, which I have. And so that will help, because I'll probably be doing, like I said, a couple days worth of dehydrating with these. And I just get a 3rd more done when I have the 3 instead of the 2. So anyway, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch this, but that's all I'm doing. I'll make sure that all my meat has at least the marinade in it. So that's why I might have to add more. And I will come back in a couple days. It'll be right after this video, and I will show you what I've learned when I rotate the 3 trays. Okay, I'll see you in a couple days. Okay, so I told you I'd be back, and it has been 48 hours, and I have put in 3 trays of the beef jerky, and I'm going to rotate the trays, and I thought I would show you what I do and what has worked for me. So I want to pause it, so I'm just going to hit that button to pause it, and then it blinks to tell you that it's not working. Okay, so the heating element is at the top, so of course this top layer is getting more cooked than the other. And so what they typically tell you when you have the 2 trays is halfway through your whatever, like this was 3 hours, at 1 hour and 30 minutes, this is going to beep, so you can switch your trays. But since I bought the 3rd tray, I have 3 trays, so after every hour I switch my trays. And I use the micro grips, microwave grips. Love these for this because they're not bulky, but I can get in here and move my trays. So what I do is I take out the bottom tray, and then I'm going to put this at the top. So I need to move down all the other 2 trays down. And the reason, like I said, this one is the most cooked, the top one, and the bottom one is going to be the least cooked. So I'm going to put that at the top. Let me start this again, and then I will talk to you. I'm just going to hit this button again, and it's going to resume. So by moving that bottom tray to the top, it'll be more of an even cook. When I had done moved everything up, so that bottom tray was just moved to the center. I had to, after the 3 hours, I had to add more time for that bottom tray because it just wasn't cooked. But by doing it this way, by moving the bottom tray up to the top and everything down, everything gets cooked the same after 3 hours. So when you get your air fryer, check out the beef jerky. And if you have any questions, please let me know.